Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, Bobby Dodd Stadium and the home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. The Rambling Wreck is here, and these fans have been waiting since early in the day to get this one cranked up. Today, two teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown. As we'll see, the Syracuse Orange taking on the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Yellow Jackets will kick it away to start. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looking for a productive play on first down. Here's the handoff. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, and an array of possibilities here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And guys, this can be a great time to look for a big play on 2nd and inches. He's looking to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. It's complete on the right side. There to make the stop, but they use the back in the passing game and pick up the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. Ball in the air, intercepted. Got room on the return. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the run. Shows him the stiff arm. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. The give to the tailback. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to throw, it's Murphy. Gets open down the middle. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
The field goal is no good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after the pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game.
You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Couldn't pick it up on second down. Now they need a couple on third down. Snap it to the back. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. Syracuse right back at it.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into it.
He's loose at the 20. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Using the quick game. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Makes the grab on the shuffle.
That was a lightning fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
They got mauled on the last play. Do they have anything that'll work on 3rd and goal from the 2? They'll try to blast their way in. And they swarm him under. And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Syracuse. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
Georgia Tech, 0.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I'd go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Back to the ground with the running back. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Quickly complete. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wide out in motion. Back to pass, it's Murphy. Got his man quickly. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Yellow Jackets want to move quickly. Using his feet. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
The end of the third quarter. With the score, Syracuse 7, Georgia Tech 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Gonna take a shot. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They'll throw it on first down. He'll pull it down and run. They finally make the stop, but he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Looking to move it through the air. Feeling some heat. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
This offense has a second down play. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. He got it. And now the lead is extended a little further. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over as a 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops forward and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here.
Paging George P. Burdell. Paging George P. Burdell.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Tackle is made after the first down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking for a man, it's Murphy. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up second down.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Second down after that incompletion. He's looking to throw. Got his man down the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
Powers through the defender. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Getting some heat. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. And they have converted their first 2 third-down opportunities, but this one a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Murphy. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Great job by the pass rush up front. 3rd and long situation. They're anticipating pass, and they know the quarterback's going to have to hold on to the football. Nice job pinning their ears back and getting home.
Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks. Made a couple of moves and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, baby.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Spits it out to the back. This time on target. And this junior loves to show off that big arm.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. He wants to throw it again. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. That last completion has him set up 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense. Especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the 4th quarter, they're going to be gassed.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. They'll throw it from the red zone. Gets it out fast.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. To the ground with the back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Syracuse right back at it. Quick strike complete. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Orange. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
On the run from inside his own 5.
At the 20.
Will be knocked down. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sideline. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
He's going to run it. Got room at the 35. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it, because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Trying to get to him. They're setting up the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
They executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers.
The ball pops out. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got... And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Here comes the offense on second down.
Black 24. Black 24. Freedom. Freedom.
They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a first down.
Now, I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. Let's see what they've got on second down.
Double right. Here we go.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Inside the 30. And they'll knock him down.
Man, that dude just hits the gas and just goes. How nice is it as an offensive coordinator to have a quarterback that you can run just like a tailback? And you got a tailback in the backfield with him all the time, and he can throw so many options, but you just see the speed when he hits the gas, and it is really nice.
2-9. Blizzy.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing.
Timber.
Looking to throw, it's Murphy. Using the quick game. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Wide receiver shows motion. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Trying to get the edge on the right. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
And what a nice touchdown run. This is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease. And the wide receivers start to kick in. And the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
Oh, do you just hate to see it? Blew the extra point.
Syracuse 17, Georgia Tech 6.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick this one.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. I know they put up really good numbers on offense, but, David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tighter, cutting into that lead. Now, you know every possession matters, Palmer. A little pressure for this offense.
Yeah, and so you can't get tight, right? The best players on this offense now need to step up, and they need to start making plays. You got to identify where those one-on-ones are.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Need. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage, they were taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. To the ground to try to move the chains. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets to first down.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Man, that is a huge missed opportunity for this offense. When big plays like that present themselves, you've got to hit them. The receiver did a great job with his route. He was able to get behind coverage. He had a step on his man. The quarterback's got to be able to make that throw.
They'll line up for a second down play. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. Syracuse right back at it. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got his man. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. The Orange will have to punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. He's got great speed. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They cut into the deficit the last time they had it, forced the punt, and now they can really make this a game.
And you're right back in this thing. You're creating some momentum. You got to score. You got to stop. This offense, Jesse, has a chance now to make this an absolute barn burner of a ball game.
Yeah, it's one play at a time, though, right? You're not going to get it all back in one play. Just go out, do your job, execute, keep this thing going down the field. And if things go well, like David said, we've got a game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Murphy. Working that left side now. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive game.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Line is set on 3rd down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd down, going up top. It's complete. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
And the Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Syracuse 17, Georgia Tech 6.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Looking to pass. It's Murphy. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Got some room to run. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Cuse. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Yeah, and that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. East Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Dowdy-Ficklen Stadium. One of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to the Coyotes. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. From the gun. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The Yellow Jackets will hustle to the line. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass is intercepted.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of at the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
How bold will they be on third down after that last run? They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
And he's going to run it back. Smashes through the tackle. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
To the air, it's Murphy. Looking to the big tight end. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, and they convert. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's picked off for the third time today. Trying to take it back. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. Oh, man, thought he had the interception, but the official rules gained too much of an advantage, so wave off the turnover and give up the yardage. It'll be first down. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Got his man downfield. And that's where they'll mark him with a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of...
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And the Yellow Jackets are in the hurry-up.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas. And that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
This is a third and long. Wants to throw. It's Murphy. Throws to the tight end. Another incompletion on third down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Fires to the wideout. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over. And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, a quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. He wants to throw. Finds his man. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Man, this just starts to hurt your pride, right? You're down by several scores. It's in the fourth quarter, and they keep making big plays. This is something where you just got to buck up. You got to do something about it. You got to find something down deep and go make a play so you can get the ball back and maybe get back in this game.
Syracuse comes to the line on 1st and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Tight end finds a soft spot. And the pass is complete, but less than nothing to show for it. They're knocked down behind the line.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
3rd and goal from way back there. He's looking downfield to throw. Quick completion on the out route. Touchdown, Syracuse. And the stomping has commenced. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Just about set to kick it away.
Set to kick off.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head.
It's a fumble! And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Cricket.
They're going to run it to the right. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field,